Hi guys, it's Evelyn. Welcome back. Today I have a guacamole recipe for you guys, and not that you guys have never had or seen or made guacamole before, but this is a little extra special. When I was losing a lot of weight last year and I really like chips and salsa and I love guacamole, but not others. I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound rude. I love my guacamole. People taste mine and they always wonder what's the magic ingredient. It's love, people, it's love. I'm kidding. I put a lot of cilantro and lime. That is the key to mine. I've seen somewhere people don't use any lime or the bare minimum or hardly any cilantro, but I use a lot. Okay, I need to catch my breath. I need to get better with this sinus stuff. Oosh. What's in here? I usually use I always use what's on hand, and you can use whatever. I usually use, like, some of them are called Spanish onions or the yellow onions. It depends what store you go to. I used half of a red onion. I used about 5 or 6 jalapenos, good size. I used 1 bunch of cilantro and 2 Roma tomatoes, very firm. You don't want them mushy. What I do, I took about 7 limes. I know that seems a lot, but mine is very sour and I love it this way. I took the limes first and I squeezed the juice out, and I usually use a spoon to get all the bits and pieces in there this way. And when you do split your guacamole or your avocado, I'm sorry, it doesn't brown. So I have the lime first, and then I pour out the avocado and I give it a good stir, and this way it stays nice and vibrant. Once you start putting other things in there, if you don't get to it fast enough, it starts to kind of like brown. The acid, I guess, gets to it. I don't know. I don't claim to know everything. It just starts to brown. So that's about it. I used a teaspoon and a half of salt. Use a little at a time. You can always add later. I have a very heavy hand with salt. Yeah, I've messed up many dishes doing that, so you're not regretting it or making a mistake. Use it sparingly and then come back if you need it. I use 2 teaspoons of black pepper and a half of just a tiny pinch of cayenne. I didn't want to overdo it because, I don't know, my husband might not like it that way. Not that he doesn't like spicy food, but it's the cayenne for whatever reason. So I will show you guys how to core out the jalapenos, but these are my jalapeno shooters, and I showed you earlier. I actually filmed it earlier, but this is the result. All right, guys, so I'm going to show you what I was talking about. So you're going to just gently take the top off, and my knife is extremely sharp, so you want to make sure you're just gently, you don't want to be aggressive and use hard force on there. Just gently go around in a circle, and you want to make sure even like the tip part, you're getting it, but you're not poking through it. You don't want to cut yourself, and you don't want it to. So that's about it. Just tap, and if there's any seeds, unless you like some seeds in there, that's up to you. But usually I like them cleaned up, especially if I'm having a gathering. Some people might not want the seeds in there. So that's about it. So I have that stirred enough. It's not all the way stirred, but I'm gonna add my seasonings in. I have 1.5 teaspoons of salt. I don't wanna be aggressive with it. It's better if you just do a little at a time. This I don't care because I like it spicy. I have 2 teaspoons of, oh, did I say 2 tablespoons or 2 teaspoons of salt? I have 1.5 teaspoons of salt, I'm sorry, and 2 teaspoons of black pepper, and I have a pinch, it's probably like half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. So give that a quick stir on the top, and then that's pretty much it. All right, so I have everything stirred up. Now I have 2 different size spoons. This is a very small teaspoon, an actual teaspoon for stirring tea. And this is a table teaspoon. I don't know if there's a difference in the name, but this is a fairly large jalapeno pepper, so it depends on how large your opening is. That's basically what kind of spoon you're gonna use or what size. I always like to take a tiny bit and just kind of get it in there, and you wanna tap it. Once you see it's gone all the way in, just kind of repeat, and then till it's filled up. I have a couple of them already cored out. I didn't want to sit here and pour it out and decorate it if you want a little tip. And you can always clean it off, especially if you're entertaining. It all depends how you want it. Give that a good tap. Once it's done, you know it's full. That's pretty much it. And of course, these are not gonna take the place of chips. I use these, I core them out and nice and flat, and then you basically scoop them up and you use it like a chip. Yeah, it's not your favorite chip, but it's good, and I will taste it in a minute. But these are awesome for parties. You will impress your friends, and I usually line them up, or you could put them in, not a cup, but a wide mug-like but short, and they stick out, and they're very impressive. They're pretty. It's something that looks nice. No one's ever done this. This is mine. I've never seen it anywhere. I came up with it on my own because I really do like chips and salsa. I don't like this with chips and salsa, like the salsa. It's gross. This is more creamy and rich. It goes well with it. But with yeah, these are jalapeno shooters. Evelyn's specialty. Yeah. So if anybody else comes up with them, tell me you saw it here first. But yeah, I prepped everything. I didn't want to be in the kitchen today. I'm being a little stinker, but I will give this a tiny little try. And I have another recipe for you guys coming up later on in a couple of days. So I'll try this. This is very good. It's spicy. It's very lemony. I should say sour because I use lime, not lemon. Perfect salt. The teaspoon and a half was perfect. Oh, by the way, I used 10 avocados. I don't want to mess that up. So yeah, give this a try. I don't want to put this back in there because my family will be eating some of this too. I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys try this. And I also wanted to say, you can use some chips. Use them in moderation. I would usually have maybe like 3-4 of the sliced ones and maybe one shooter. And I would take 3 chips and I would eat those last because I wanted to have that taste lasting longer than anything else. And these are delicious, don't get me wrong. But if you really like chips, this is a good alternative. It's healthy, it's less guilt, but yeah, try it. I don't put oil, don't use oil, you don't need it. The guacamole is creamy, and from the avocados, you don't need oil. I've seen people use oil. You can also use garlic in here. I'm taking some of this to some friends, they're at work, and I'm going out, so that's why I didn't put garlic, but usually if I know I'm gonna be home for a few days, which that's like very, very seldom, I use garlic, and I use a lot of it. It's good, it's healthy. Everything in here is healthy. Eat it in moderation. It's very fattening, but it's got good fat. If you have this in your refrigerator, this will last me about a week and a half. And I usually take 1 tablespoon, or I'll take 1 big scoop. That will tide me over for a long time with some water. Water first, fill yourself up, and then this. I actually was saying something about eating the chips. Sorry, I'm still a little congested. If you guys don't eat something that you're not enjoying, you're gonna mess up. So what I did leave the chips for last. I didn't deprive myself, but I limited myself, and moderation is really, really key. Before anything, I always drink a full 1 to 2 glasses of water before everything. So this way, it kind of has that feeling like you already ate, and this is like, oh, I can't eat another bite, and it really does do it. But you know, that worked for me. It might not work for you. I don't know. Water's water. Try it. It won't hurt. I hope you guys are doing well. I have to get going. I have a friend that's meeting me, and I want to take some of this to a couple of friends of mine. And hopefully, well, I have a weigh-in tomorrow, so I gotta watch this. I can't eat too much of it. I'll talk to you guys later, and I hope you guys are doing well with your diet. And if, I don't know, that's it. I'm gonna go because my mind is like wanting to say a lot more, and yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye. Have a good one, guys. Oh, Bonnie, how's my hair? Is my hair okay? Oh, did I turn my phone off? Guacamole, but it's my style. Oh, I'm touching this. I shouldn't touch this. Ugh, don't touch the mic. Hi. That's what I get for talking too much with my hands. Hi guys, it's Evelyn, welcome back. Today I have a recipe for you guys, but I have a recipe for you guys. Would you like some recipe? It's a sunny day. I don't want to be in my kitchen right now. I don't want to be home. I have had guacamole where there's absolutely no cilantro or barely anything, and I've seen people use parsley, which I don't get it in guacamole. You need the cilantro. Well, I mean, I don't know. I can't really tell people what to do, but I'm gonna anyways, because cilantro is what you need to put in guacamole, not parsley, people. I want to go out. It's sunny. I don't want to be here doing this.